Many times in the last few years, I've had this distillery repeatedly recommended to me, and I've done nothing about it, not tried it, not even gone out my way to try a sample of it or anything. Well, today, that's changing. Hello there everyone, and welcome to John Drinks, the channel which I, John, have a drink, and today we're looking at this little bottle. Little sample bottle of Balblair 12. Now, Balblair is one of those distilleries that people don't necessarily know about. People that like their whiskey talk about it all the time, but people that kind of just shop at Tesco's and occasionally pick up a bottle of grouse ain't gonna know who this is. So it sort of occupies a weird crossroads in the whiskey world, in that if you've gone over into Whiskey Street, everyone knows this dude, but if you haven't, then who's that? So this is Balblair 12. It's natural coloured, non-chill filtered, 46%. So tick, tick, tick so far. They were famous up until a couple of years ago for having vintages as opposed to age statements. Now, what that meant was that they had things like the 1990 release and the 2000 release. They've changed over to the slightly more user-friendly 12, 15, 18, and 21, I think, are the ranges that they have. So there's not a huge amount. Actually, there is some information on this, but there's a price sticker over it, so I'm just going to peel that off. This was $7.50 if anyone's interested. Oh, and that's peeled some of the text off. Highland single malt Scotch whisky matured in American oak ex-bourbon barrels. Natural colour, non-chill filtered, 46%. 50 millilitres, 12 years old. Alright, so I've had this in the glass for about 15 minutes now, so a little bit longer than you normally would. And I'm intrigued to find out what we get off it. So on the nose, little bright cereal notes, sort of like corn, Rice Krispies. Maybe a little bit of Frosties in there. There's a slightly rubbery nose to it as well. A little bit fresh, like fresh cut grass kind of an element. There's a hint of like white sugar in there as well, which, a little odd, but okay. Really oily mouthfeel. Golden syrup, cornflakes. A bit like cashew nuts, something a little bit like earthy and buttery at the same time. So I'm going to go cashew. Waves and waves and waves of like soft caramel. And it just keeps lingering like that. It's sweet. It's a sweet whiskey, this one. There's a beautiful decadence to it. It's like a spun sugar caramel. A little bit of like evaporated milk in there as well. I'm digging this so far. I get why people rave about it. I'm going to stick a bit of water in. See what happens. Now then. It should mist up. Depends on how aggressive the rest of the filtration has been, to be fair. Just because they haven't chill filtered it doesn't mean they haven't filtered it in some other way. Yeah, it's misting up a little bit. The nose has opened up. It's much brighter now. There's more kind of like a lemon kind of a zip to it. Green apples, chestnuts, like freshly roasted chestnuts. And a little bit of like a spun sugar, almost like candy floss kind of an element to it. The flavour's more roasted now. It's kind of like you... Do you know, I don't know if people are going to know what this is. There was a dessert when I was going to school called cornflake tart. I don't know if anyone really knows what it is. Basically, it's short crust pastry, jam, and then you like mix together cornflakes with like butter and golden syrup, and then you stick it in the oven. It's the flavour of like the cornflake layer on that. There's like golden syrup, cooked cornflakes. That doesn't sound very appealing. Don't knock it till you've tried it, it's great. Yeah, there's like that sugary, toasted kind of an element to it. There's a grassy sort of lightness to it, and then the roast cornflake element comes through. It gives way to sort of like a golden syrup, brown sugar kind of a thing. And it dissipates a little more easily. It becomes tannic on the finish. It's almost like a weakly brewed tea. And it just kind of like goes away. I'm digging that. I get why people are recommending it. Don't get me wrong, it's not knocking my socks off, but it's a good hearty malt. Yeah, I'll definitely get that again. Yeah. Scores. Oh, I don't do scores off the top of my head anymore, do I? I have to think about it. I'll go away, have a think, and they'll be down below. Have you tried any of the Balblair expressions? Let me know down below. Did you have any tastings coming up that were cancelled by coronavirus? let me know down below. That's it for my questions. That was all. Thumb the video if you enjoyed this, and if you feel like financially supporting the channel, then there'll be links down to my Patreon as well. You get sneak peeks and goodies and all that fun shit, so it's exciting. Yeah, I'm not selling this very well, I know, but hey ho, what can I say? I'm not a salesman. Oh wait, yeah I am.